Welcome home. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore, and Baltimore Positive. I would sing Christmas songs to you, but it is the holiday season. We all know that. A lot of football going on this week. Is it the Christmas season or the football season? I'm not sure. I do know this. It is Christmas week. We have done 5 Maryland crab cake tours this month. Even a place that didn't even have a crab cake, and nobody complained because it was Amici's in Little Italy. Matter of fact, we had a line outside waiting to get in. I have one Raven scratch off left. It's this one. And the only reason I still have it is I didn't give it away at Costas last week. I didn't give it away at Amici's because it was in my studio when I went out. They picked me clean through the holidays. Even my holiday tickets that Roz sent me over as emergency tickets with Seth at Amici's last week are all out the door. Also, our friends at Jiffy Lube Multicare are putting the Crab Cake Tour back out on the road January 7th. We call that playoff week around here. We will be up at Lib's Grill in Bel Air, and we'll have fresh lottery scratch-offs. I think I'm going to go Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball. Are the Ravens going to host a playoff game? I don't know. Magic 8 Ball. So John Martin is here. He is a man that deals in the eternal Magic 8 Ball, which is, am I going to win? Am I going to lose? I know one thing that would make anyone feel good, no matter what you're celebrating this week: Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's, Clinchmas, if you're a Ravens fan, whatever it is. It's almost $1 billion in Mega Millions. I looked up and I'm like, my wife's out of state right now and can't play until Christmas. How are you, John? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, Nestor. Yeah, how about that, huh? $1 billion, nearly $1 billion. And I would invite everyone who chooses to listen or watch our shenanigans here to keep close to your app, your Maryland Lottery app. Keep close to your mdlottery.com website. Stop in at retailers because crazy things can happen when the jackpots get this high. Sometimes whether it's the season or not, there may be some sprinkles about, and it may jump on you. We're really close to $1 billion, and we'll see how it plays out. Wouldn't that be a Christmas morning surprise?
Well, here's the thing. The drawing is Christmassy, and some folks may be hearing this on the other end, and maybe somebody won and got, maybe it's in Maryland. Maybe John has to get up on Christmas morning and go out. Maybe
Oh,
it's even
wow.
snowing. I don't think it's supposed to snow, but it's cold right now, right? Like, so cold Saturday, Sunday. But I just got cold watching people at the football
Yep.
game on Saturday. And I'm like, I don't always go out, but I have to get gas. Sometimes I run up to the ROFO. My wife's out of town. I work, right? And I'm thinking to myself, when this thing goes over the 1 billion mark, usually when I pull up in front of the ROFO, your little scoreboard thing that you have out there doesn't have enough digits. I mean, that's when this thing gets crazy, when you get over the billion. This thing will probably get over 1 billion, right? And someone could very well win this on Christmas Eve and like be holding the ticket on and win $1 billion. I mean, that's its own little unscrooge Scrooge thing, right? Like that's a beautiful holiday. Or it could just
Otter.
go on and punt, and later on in the week it could be a billion too, right?
Holiday times are great for a number of reasons: family, friends,
Cookies.
cookies,
Mhm.
and playing responsibly, and having a variety of options. Whether you're a scratch off player, we have price points from $1 all the way up to $50. Many people give scratch off as gifts. Hopefully, you remember to do that for adults 18 plus of age, and enjoy that on your holiday week. Other people prefer games like Mega Millions and Powerball, which Powerball is now into that triple digit. Over $100 million with Powerball. Some people like our multi-match game, which is now $1 million. Some people like fast play games. You can find progressive jackpots there. So we have something for everyone in the lottery, and hopefully people can find something that they can share some smiles, some laughs, some good times, and maybe actually have a few winning tickets along the way. And we wish them the best of luck in all that they do this holiday season.
Well, I'll say this because it's weird with football being played so much and these 4 teams playing in the middle of Christmas Day. I do want to give a little push on the Ravens because we did have winners that made it to New York. I've seen the pictures. They looked a little chilly, but happy in the end. Big victory. I like all of that. I probably had a pretty good time in New York because New York's fun. But we're getting to like final push on this. All the ads, if you're listening holiday week here at WNST, you'll hear about it. But these are still very much alive and well. Even though I'm out of them, I still saw them in the machine over Costas last week. I know there's still a final push to win really the granddaddy prizes, which are tickets for 20 years. Big bucks still out there in this contest too.
You keep waving that ticket. I can tell from where I'm sitting that's a winning ticket.
You
I
want
I can
here?
just
You know why it's a winning?
I can just tell.
I don't even know how this happened, and maybe I'm a wise guy. I have one ticket left. It still can be played. It's ticket number 52. If you look down here in the
Oh,
corner,
are you
so
kidding me?
no one will ever wear that jersey again. But it's ticket 52 is what it is. So it might be
Boy,
awesome.
some I can tell from here. Sometimes it just looks like a winner, and that looks like a winner. But if you go to mdlottery.com, and
It
we
would be
hope some
against the
folks
rules for
do.
me to scratch it right now. I was going to do it, but I'm like, I'm not breaking the
No, no,
rules,
no, no,
not
no,
on
no,
camera. No,
no,
I'm going
no.
to give this one away. I'm going to give it
You
away.
are deputized to be a conduit of the lottery there.
What is the last
But
one?
they can go to mdlottery.com and check on fabulous promotions and events. Certainly our Ravens promotion first and foremost of that, and find out who some lucky winners have been and yet to come. We do a thing every game where it's called Fan of the Game. And if you're selected to be the fan of the game, you win $1,000 and $1,000 for every touchdown that the Ravens happen to score in that game. And of course, we have a little teaser. We have someone for the Christmas game. But week 18, you know who they play in week 18, Nestor?
Um, the Believe Land next year, it's all going to come together. Browns of my
That's hard to
pal
put on
Jim
a
Schwartz.
jersey, but it's hard to put on a jersey. But Jennifer Young of Silver Spring, Maryland, is the lucky fan of the game. Jennifer's already won $1,000 to be selected, and for every touchdown the Ravens happen to score against their opponent on that last game of the season, she'll win $1,000. So I'm sure she's pretty excited about that final game,
Well,
and
let
it
me
may
say
have
this
some
because I've done a lot of
significance.
football this week, right? Like Luke and I, because of the crunchy crunch of Saturday and Christmas and all of that, what I've come to the grand conclusion is the only way, and if you're listening on Thursday or Friday, the only way the Ravens won't be able to play full on in that game would be as if they lose on Christmas Day and the Steelers win against the one loss Kansas City Chiefs. So other than that scenario, if they both lose on Wednesday, it's game on. If the Ravens lose and the Steelers win, it's still on because the Steelers would have to beat the Bengals anyway, right? So there's a whole like thing going on where the Ravens are going to have to play hard. So if the Ravens have to play hard against your Browns, and I'm going to leave it at that for now because it's the holidays, and I'm appreciative of our
Go ahead. No, no,
relationship.
that's all right.
I'm trying
That's
to
all
be
right.
nice. It's.
Nope, nope. Go ahead.
This
Go
time
ahead. That's
last
okay.
year, I was rooting for you. You had Flacco playing quarterback, and I was like, oh, I almost was like Drew Carey last year or something like that. But
Well,
I'll
come
just
on
say
now.
this: I
Yeah.
not quite, but I was rooting for him. You know, I was, and I
You
was
know what?
like,
There's my favorite phrase of 2024 is situational awareness. And I use that in so many different avenues, many hats I wear.
I'm
I
terrible at
use
that.
that.
You know that.
And we're talking about all you people with the lofty aspirations. Let's look at the other end of the funnel. This last weekend there were a number of three and whatever teams, and some of them actually tried to win games.
I know this. I saw this.
Some have actually won games.
Made huge mistakes in Las Vegas. Correct.
And I'm wondering what are you doing? You're three and whatever. What are you doing? And so situational awareness is key. Sometimes you have to know, and I'm not talking about doing anything uh, unethical, but
Lacking integrity, but maybe lacking starting
situational
players, right?
awareness.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
something like that. Well, either way, that we're not getting to the wacky time of year where these games and who knows and spreads and Ravens favored. Both the road teams favored on Christmas Day. All I'm saying is, if you are our Ravens lucky contestant, it was Jennifer. I try to get the name, but she's going to be in for a full effort. That's all I'm saying. Is we're
Oh,
down to the
sure.
end, and the Ravens have to play it out.
Yep.
Josh Johnson's not going to be the quarterback, and so there
Yep.
could be three, four, five, six touchdowns for the Ravens
By
next week.
by
So
halftime? Are you saying by halftime?
Well, it's like the 12 days of
No,
Christmas. I mean, 12
I
touchdowns.
don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't
Every
know.
time
I
Justin
don't know.
Tucker comes out, though, there's a whole Royal
Oh
Farms
boy.
thing going on. John Martin is the executive director of all things Maryland Lottery and Gaming. He puts together this operation. He has been absent the last couple of weeks. Seth Elkin came by. Send Seth by any week that the Steelers are going to lose after he's there. So I appreciate that. We had Doug come by talking about these great winners, and you can see them at mdlottery.com, who won Raven scratch-offs and won big prizes and went on the road with the Ravens up to New York, and a good news final in New York as well, or New Jersey in that case, for all that. And another reminder, because I see it right out on the front of the website, don't give things like this to kids. John's already said it. I want to jump on the table because it's on the eve of Christmas. You got other things you can give your kids. Give something that's for them. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. John, did I leave anything out other than the $1 billion and all this stuff going on? You guys have a whole bunch of promotions rolling into next year, Match Gate Ball and the other tickets and things like that, but a whole bunch of holiday, like seasonal things with big
Yeah,
prizes
absolutely.
as well, right?
Yeah, and people go to mdlottery.com. They can check all of our promotions. We have our holiday scratch offs going on, but there are second chance opportunities, which means if you don't have a winning scratch off ticket, you enter your ticket number in your My Lottery Rewards account, and we draw throughout the holiday season and into the new year. And lucky winners can win up to $25,000 in scratch off second chance drawings. Some lucky winner could win $100,000 instantly. We have our Keno Sprinkler, which means if you get a winning ticket and you happen to have a doubler or tripler, a 2X or 3X on your ticket, you can get that win of yours doubled or tripled. That's an annual thing. People
Is
look
that the
for
sprinkler like the Oriole sprinkler, or no? I mean, that's the wrong season for that kind of
wrong
sprinkler.
season, be a little chilly out there
Yeah, okay.
for that.
I'm thinking
Um,
baseball right now. I mean, if no one
you
else is,
should be.
yeah,
You
thank you.
should be because we have some new and exciting aspect. I'm not going to, this is a tease, a
Whoa,
long
hold
range
on, hold
tease.
on. Did you incorporate any of my ideas into the thing from last
Probably
year? The
not.
thing
Probably not.
that thing we talked about? No,
I don't know.
that other thing that we talked
that's
about. That
yeah, that's on the cutting room floor. I think. I don't know that it made it,
All
but
right.
I've not seen the final effort. But lots of fun coming again.
Hey, by the
Springtime.
way, they moved the fence in.
You know they could put on
I'm just
rollers.
saying
I
they
don't
moved it.
care.
So listen, complain to me all you want about me making up things and you trying to pass the bill to me. They're passing the bill to you because it's going to be more home runs next year because of that, right?
Well,
Have you accounted for that on the budget, John? I mean, you're the executive director. I'm just checking in.
we are in the odds business. We crunch numbers here daily, Nestor.
Well, the
Daily number
fence
crunching.
came in, and Mike Elias crunched odds too. And I don't know what
Yeah.
the odds were to signing Corbin Burns or whatever, but they moved the fence in. And first thing I thought is, it's going to cost Martin some money come next spring, and it makes Ryan Mountcastle want to hang out, and maybe Santander as well. Maybe he'll take a hometown discount. I'm just trying to talk baseball in the middle of this segment, just trying to throw you off your game.
Baseball's exciting. Winning's always exciting. We have our pick three, pick four, pick five, let it snow promotion at retail.
Whoa, what does
Uh,
Let It Snow? I don't know about this.
oh, it's a fan favorite. We do this every season,
Snow here
every
the
holiday
other
season.
day. I mean, and it never went away because it's 12 degrees here almost.
Right.
But yeah, but it was beautiful. Like it was just coming down so light, and I'm like, I wish it were Christmas, but it is. It is Christmas now.
Well, now through the 29th of December, so still plenty of shopping days left. Any pick three, pick four, pick five ticket you play, you could win a $2 or $5 instant win voucher or a free $5 Merry Money Match. Say that fast. Merry Money Match fast play ticket. So stop by your 4,300 plus lottery retailers and see how your luck plays out with our Let It Snow promotion.
Mary Money Match. No relation to Mary Tyler Moore at all. He is John
No.
Martin. I'm punchy. It's Christmas time. I haven't had enough eggnog. I haven't, the ham's not even purchased yet. I haven't been in Wise Markets. I got to get out and get all this done. John Martin's got it going on for the holidays here this week as we get toward the end of the year. I had a question for you because, and this is
Sure.
just serious business. I was scrapping for tickets last week because like we were getting to the end of the Ravens trying to get things done. And I had a couple of like Pac-Mans and I had a couple of Lucky Sevens, some other tickets. How long do folks have on scratch offs when I give them a Ravens ticket? How long are the games still good to be able to win? Even if you can't win second chances, even if it gets a little further out, is there like a real March, April, May deadline on finding one of these tickets that happens to be worth 10, 20, $100 and cashing it in?
They should go to mdlottery.com and check out the scratch off tickets section of our website because you're right, they do have varying end dates. And some of them end, the ones that are more holiday focused, seasonal, whether it be the Orioles or the Ravens. So if there's a season to it, they probably have a definitive end. Some of those that are just a mega bucks or, cash explosion or something that's more generic, they may have a little longer shelf life. And that's
But
a
it's
function
not
of how
huge,
quickly they
right? It's
sell.
not find this 2 years from now and cash it, right? Like
No, no, no,
it's
no, no, no.
90 days, 100. It's
Yeah, well,
something within
we
reason to the end of the promotion.
we will announce an end date for sale as a future date. So here we are coming at the end of December. We may say, okay, these tickets are going to be no longer be sold as of March 1st. And
And then
when
they
we
come
announce
back
that,
in, those get destroyed. Is that how it works?
right, right.
Okay.
But after March 1st, it doesn't mean you have to have your winning ticket. That's when you can no longer purchase it. If you have it in your possession, you then have X number of months after that to actually scratch it and come in and claim your prize. So
So there's a
there are
little
two,
bit of time, is what you're telling
yeah,
me.
you have time. But again, each ticket is going to have its own timeline to it. Just as each one of us has our own timeline, Nestor.
Oh, just like the football teams. There's only one team going to win the Super Bowl, but
Yeah.
there are four of them playing on Christmas Day that all think they're going to win. John is not in that position. He sells hope with the Maryland Lottery, and it's probably because he's, stuck in Cleveland fandom, and I hope the best for next year for all of us. I mean, we have two competitive teams here, and I can't begin to tell you. It's my 34th year in radio. The fact that it is the holidays and I'm a sports guy, I am very, very thankful for the Ravens being competitive, and also, the Orioles have a chance next year. So, from a sports perspective around here, hey, the Terps look good on the basketball court too. So these are some Caps even look good. Don't talk about the Wizards, but the Commanders, like, did you see what they did the other day? They're good too. So these are the good times for sports here, John.
Every time is a good time when you're in the lottery, Nestor. But I do appreciate the fact that from a sports perspective, yeah, those fortunes can rise and fall, and you guys seem to be doing well.
Well, we all get to watch the Steelers if we have Netflix on Christmas Day early in the day. John Martin can be found out on the front of Baltimore Positive. He, along with Seth and Doug and Roz and everybody over there, putting us together and putting us back out onto the road in 2025. We came at it with a flurry here in December. We had 5 Maryland Crab Cake tours all over the city, all over the area, all of it now up at Baltimore Positive. Some great conversations. Gina Shock, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer from the Go-Go's, came out to Costas last week. My dear friend and Hollabird Middle School, as well as Pikesville Middle School music teacher Calvin Stadium. He only taught 58 years in Baltimore County, so we had him out doing some Christmas caroling with us last week, as well as a whole bunch of other guests. John Maroon, Marty Conway, Alan McCallum came out last week as well. We gave them all, hopefully, some luck. Had some lucky people at Amici's. They had a little Christmas party going on. Scratch, scratch, win, win. Everybody's happy. That's the way the holidays should be. I am Nestor. He is John Martin. Play responsibly. Don't give scratch offs to kids, and enjoy your holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. We'll see you next week for the new year. I am Nestor. We are WNST AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore, and we never stop talking Baltimore Positive. Come get my last Raven scratch off. Hurry.